Hey.
Hey, guys.
Hi.
What's up?
We're so good at saying hello to each other.
Well, it's because I feel like we get tripped up because it's like a second hello because we've already said hi. This is just like
this is our third hello, actually, because like when we join in, we say hi, we do pre-drinks, we say hi again, then we do this, and we say hi a third time.
We're all tired out.
Yeah.
Too many hellos.
Too many?
Too many.
What about, what explains our awkward ending? Because we only do one ending. So
we're socially challenged. I don't know.
Yeah, that we can blame on us, but the hellos, no, it's not our fault.
All right.
That's the autism. That's why we're just awkward, okay?
Just blame the autism. It happens. It happens.
Yeah. Blame that spectrum.
I'm trying to not have my laundry in the shot.
I have like a mess of stuff in arts and crafts that I'll never finish.
Oh, I just made it worse.
I just got blue lights, guys. That's it. That's my background. Blue lights.
Now it's just like all wall and a little bit of my head. No, it's not.
Jessica, what are you drinking tonight?
I am drinking once again my because beer's just easy for me, and it has it doesn't give me a sugar hangover like if I drink a lot of something else.
Yeah.
So I'll just Pabst Blue Ribbon strong. Woohoo!
Ooh. Sonia, what are you drinking?
Rum and Sprite.
Yeah,
Rum and Sprite.
Rum and Sprite.
Rum and Sprite.
Just move on, okay? Rum and Sprite. No.
Yeah. It still seems to be my go-to lately. It's just
it's a classic. We drank that as kids. Like that was it. Our first drink was rum and Sprite.
Little babies. Rum and Sprite.
It was. My first drink was rum at 12 years old. My mom was like, "You want to try it?" And I guess she only expected me to only drink a sip, but I chugged a glass. It was very unfortunate. And now that's what I drink a lot of.
I slept over at a friend's house and we were babysitting. And then when we were done babysitting, like the kids went to bed and the mom came home, she gave us a little glass of rum and Sprite. And that was my first alcoholic drink.
Mine was 12 years old as well. And it was New Year's.
Rite of passage.
Yeah, it was New Year's Eve. And my mom had me this year. And she had a party. And so they were all like, "Oh," and I think it was vodka and Sprite, or vodka and some kind of prop. It was, I think, it was vodka and something bubbly. And then I fell asleep at the dining table.
And I'm just drinking diet green tea, like nothing special. I'm not drinking alcohol. Still recovering.
One day you'll be drinking alcohol. You're always recovering. It's fantastic.
No,
but one day you'll be drinking alcohol again.
Then I'll overdo it. Like the second I have alcohol, it's gonna be an overdone one.
Because you only drink the juice, like the stuff you mix alcohol with.
She's like, "Oh, I have a bottle of Blue Curacao," and I'm like, "You're supposed to mix that with something."
Yeah,
like, no, it was melon liqueur.
Yeah,
it wasn't Blue Curacao. It was melon liqueur, and I was drinking that shit straight because it's like candy. Like, what we're gonna do?
That's
yeah.
You don't give me that shit. What, with more sugary drinks? Like, it doesn't matter. I'm still gonna get a hangover regardless. Might as well drink it straight.
This is why I drink the beer. If I drink a bunch of like last weekend, for example, I drank a bunch of Palm Bays, very sugary. I had a hangover. If I drink a bunch of beers, same amount, no hangover.
I'm not like. I only like Coronas and like Heinekens. I'm not really too much into beer.
You have to train yourself. You have to train. It's a
you gotta train.
Yeah, like all those like, "Oh man, I really like a deep IPA," and like all those guys. It's because they just keep drinking bitter and more bitter beers just to outbitter the other guys so that they know the most bitter IPA and they're strong enough to drink it. That's the trick behind like beer drinkers. Like that's what it is. You don't have to drink that bitter. You just go a little bit more stronger, and then eventually you can have an almost 6% alcohol beer. That's not like a stout.
Okay.
No, beer's only
it's
for
trading.
marinating steak. That's it. But like rum, if you drink it with diet drink, you won't get hungover.
Okay.
So drink it.
I
with
do.
no
I do
sugar.
drink rum and Diet Cokes too. So yeah.
Yeah,
rum's my
you
other
need
drink.
no sugar. The hangover is the sugar part, not the alcohol. Yeah, so I'm gonna give us our topic so we can continue.
Yes.
What shows are you into? And
That's
then
pretty broad. I don't like
know.
now or when I was.
whatever we want. We got an hour, man.
I guess we're taking an hour about shows we've watched.
Oh my
Week,
God.
like the days of the week, not you are weak. It's the
Maybe you are.
I think we're both week and week.
week and week.
Right now, Chris and I are watching Better Call Saul.
I thought you were gonna say Jersey Shore.
No, we're not. We don't. We usually rewatch that around Christmas time.
Oh, it's a
As
Christmas.
like a Christmas show. Yeah. But no, we're watching Better Call Saul, which I mean, if you like Breaking Bad, it's really good. I'm a big Bob Odenkirk fan, and it's drama filled and drugs, and you weirdly get anxious after, like, oh my God, the cops are gonna find the drugs on me, even though you don't have drugs. You were just watching it, but it's good. It's good. I like it. I like it. So.
Don't you usually have drugs though? Like,
Yeah, but they're legal now.
so it's okay.
It's okay, drugs. The government said it's okay.
It's all right. And I like
Yeah.
that
Long
there's
enough.
no limit. You can have as much as you want. Like, as long as
You can only have like 4 plants.
yeah, but
Yeah, you can
you
only
can harvest
grow.
them. But and then you can have more plants, but you still have all that weed. So like you can have as much weed as you want. You just can only have 4 plants.
Yeah, and I think the rule is like traveling with weed too.
Yeah,
And-
just
but
keep
other
it
than
at
that,
home. That's
it's like,
it.
yeah, just keep it home.
Just keep it at home. Just keep growing it and just
Yeah.
keep it at home.
Just do what you were doing, but now it's legal.
That's right. Yeah. Ugh.
Well, what shows are you guys
I
watching
love
right now?
TV. The problem is I love TV and I watch a lot of TV. I have to wait for seasons to be over though. So, because like I'll have like a day, I have a free day so that I can like binge watch all of it. But I like Rookie.
Oh my God, I'm watching that too.
Nathan Fillion is the best.
I was actually going to say that. Thank you to Jessica and her crave. I'm actually watching The Rookie.
There you
I'm
go.
on season 2.
It's so good. It's so
It's
good.
so good, and I hate cop shows, but it's so
Me too.
good.
It's so good. I said that I'm like, oh, I hate cop shows, but then I started watching Jack Reacher. Fucking love it. That's another good one. I binged. Again, don't like cop shows, but I like those ones.
But we like cop shows. Yeah, no, I totally get it.
I don't like cop
You
shows.
have Crave. We Run the City is another cop show with the guy that plays Shane from Walking Dead, like Punisher.
Yes.
That guy, like he's in it, and it's one of the few cop shows I like. And I
Ooh.
really hate cop shows.
I
I
know.
mean, it's also based on like a true cop thing that happened in Baltimore, but it's yeah. So I guess HBO and like Crave and stuff do have a good cop shows, which is a difficult genre.
I'm waiting to watch Sweet Tooth. That's based off a comic book. First season was great. But I have to wait to watch the second season because it was on a break because of COVID. I guess they didn't want to get the actors sick or whatever bullshit. And I had to wait.
Sonia, you're into superheroes, right? And
Yeah.
like DC comics and stuff.
Yeah.
Have you watched Doom Patrol yet?
Yeah. Are you starting to get into that?
So I only watched it because Brendan Fraser's in it.
Oh yeah. That's great.
And, like the first episode was like really awesome. But now I'm like losing interest. I hate to tell you that, but I am. Like,
It does like it kind of like the first season's kind of but then the second season kind of okay, but like it's kind of slow. It isn't that good. Like it's great.
it confuses me. Okay, I like the zingers, like the one-liners. Like they got some really good ones, and I think that's the only reason I'm watching it. But like, and Brendan Fraser. But other than that, like,
Yeah,
I
the
was
characters are good, but like the story arc is just
right. That's what's losing my focus is that I can't follow the fucking story. I'm like, okay, what is going on now? Why? And like they're jumping always like they're doing the time traveling where they jump like from the past to come back to the future to like tell you what happened and why they're the way they are. And I'm just like, I don't care. Just like, can we get on to the plot? You're like, I don't care. I don't care why their skin's falling off. Just keep going. Like,
well, you have to know how they got their powers.
No, I don't care.
The origin stories. You're like, no,
I don't care.
No, fucking,
I don't care.
Fucking, no. Oh, I love Alan Tudyk. He's really good. He's the bad guy in the first season, and he's amazing. He's an alien resident. That's another good one. It's one of them. I love that one. It's another one that you might not like. It's like a dry humor type thing. You're like, no.
David's watching Game of Thrones, and I can't get into it. I can't do it. Yeah,
it's all smut. How can you not get into it?
It's not.
No, it's not.
Like the first season is smut. Like there's a lot more. It dies off after like halfway through the second season. Like, and then it just dies off. Like,
I mean, you do see a lot of titties, but I'm like this one girl, she's just like talking to this guy through a jail cell, and she's just like stripping, and she's like, "Who's the prettiest woman ever?" And she's like showing off her titties, and I'm just like, "What's the point of that? I don't care." Like, put them away. Like,
it's so old. You're like, I can't. Kids these days.
I think I'm just jealous. Her tits are like actually up where they're supposed to be, and her nipples are like straight, and I'm like, that's
they use tape and CGI. Yeah. Don't worry about it.
And remember, it's all fake. It's all fake.
I'm just saying, like, I can make eye contact with her nipples, and mine are like, down to the floor. I'm like, that's not cool.
Well, don't compare. They're both beautiful.
They're all titties are beautiful.
Yeah. You think any guy is like, don't show me your tits? Like, he doesn't care.
He doesn't care if your nipples are kissing the cement. He's like, yeah, titties. Yeah.
Titties.
I liked the first 2 seasons of Game of Thrones, and then I kind of fell off during season 3. That was
because there was no sex. Was that why?
Maybe that's why. Actually, maybe it was just like, better.
There's not enough titties. I just
I think it was the inherent problem. I think it was the inherent problem with Game of Thrones. Like, even in the books, it's like it gets into too many stories of so many different people that are involved in, and some are like barely involved, some are about to die or whatever, but you still have to keep seeing scenes through their point of view up to a certain extent. And so it gets like confusing. It's like, I don't know who this guy is. Oh, he's dead. I don't know who this guy is. Oh, he's dead. Oh, I don't know who these people are. Oh, they're related. Like, it's like, eventually I just got too confused. I don't want to have to think that hard when I'm watching TV.
No, I agree.
Did you guys watch Picard?
No.
It's Star Trek. Picard.
Oh, we've all watched.
I've watched Star Trek. I didn't watch Picard.
It's a new one. It was the last season. There was only 3 seasons, and the last season was all nostalgia. The first 2 seasons didn't matter, and then the last season was all like just bringing back old characters, and just like it was. I liked it.
That's sweet. I grew up with like an autistic dad, so we only got to watch the like William Shatner Star Trek. So I was never really into the Picard Star Trek, right? Like, I kind of was like, no, William Shatner, the OG, and I realized I was just brainwashed.
You were, because Next Generation is where it's at.
We've all watched The Last of Us. That was a good show.
Yes. I loved it so much. Yeah.
Okay. I love how, I watched it each week as each episode was released. When all episodes were released, Sonia watched it. And then when Dawn got time, she went on she started watching it like after me and Sonia had already watched it. I just love how like we all watched it like at our own level.
Yeah. We all loved it. Which is rare. We usually all love different things.
Yeah.
And see a little bit for everybody. It was
good. It was actually a show me and David could watch together. That was the thing, right? Like, I wanted something me and like the hubby could watch, and we have very different taste in shows too. So it was something that we could actually watch together. And then like we were talking about the video game that he plays. I don't play video games. So it was good.
Yeah. I mean, I watched it every week with my son who played the video game. And that kind of thing. And it was probably one of the best video game to film adaptation like I have ever seen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, like it kept true to where it needed to keep true, changed what needed to be changed for the, you know, the film and that kind of stuff. Had like the best cast.
The cast was amazing. Everybody did such a good job for all of their parts.
I love the cast.
It was so good. Like even the side characters, they did really good. Like people you only saw for like a day. Like it was so well done.
I hate how much hate Bella Ramsey was getting because she wasn't considered an attractive 14-year-old.
Which is disgusting.
Right? Like I thought that was like a weird argument to like have. Like I don't. Considering they played it so well.
Yeah.
And they had the original actress that plays Ellie play her mom in the film. Like there was some of the original actors from the video game like in the film, and I thought that was like so good.
I love that actress too. I forget her name, but she plays in she's a gnome in Vox Machina, and that's a cartoon show that I've been watching. It's like Dungeons and Dragons.
She's also the teen daughter to Mel Gibson in What a Girl Wants. What's the one where he reads their minds?
Yes.
Yeah, what a woman wants, what girl wants.
Yeah, what women want.
What women want.
Yeah.
Some kind of bullshit.
Also the teen daughter in there about to lose her virginity. If you want to deep cut.
Spoiler.
Spoiler. But yeah, like I thought that was Marla, was that the character's name? The lead in the Fireflies. She was the original. Yeah. She's the original actress from the video game.
For that part?
For that part. Like she was the only one that was video game and the same part.
Okay.
Yeah. So that was really good. The guy that played Pedro's role
Joel?
Was one of the that plays Joel was one of like the hench guys at the church guy in the end, like the town that kidnaps Ellie. I'm trying to give spoilers away, but guys, it's been out for a while. I don't know.
Right. If you haven't seen it, it's your own fault. Like,
but I just love some of the clickers. I think were some of the original clickers from the video game. Like, I just think it was so cool to like incorporate that, and that's probably why it was such a well done adaptation.
Probably, yeah. That makes
like
a lot of sense.
Fans of the game were like, yes, because same with The Witcher. Like that was a lot of it was like with the game. Like it was they changed a lot of stuff, but at the same time it like was still
I only watched first season, so I can
I've only watched first season too.
Okay.
I'm waiting. I'm still waiting. Yeah.
Yeah, I was like that's all
I've only watched a couple of episodes, like kinda, and I didn't like it. It wasn't for me.
Do you guys have like comfort shows, like shows that when you just need background noise or you have no idea what to put on or you just want to like just zone out that you put on?
I have a whole list. I go through them. So it goes, I got Family Guy. I got American and Dad. I got Bob's Burgers. I got Polar Opposites. I got Corner Gas. I got Corner Gas cartoon, and I don't remember the other ones. But like, yeah, I go through them while I sleep, so it drowns out the voices in my head if I focus on TV while I'm trying to sleep. So then I just watch the same stuff.
I totally like I generally need TV to fall asleep, but Chris is like the type where he's like the TV's too much stimulation, so he like soothing music or like ocean sounds or shit for sleep, and I'm like that's too little stimulation. So we like take turns on whether we or not we get like a show or not. But it's like I'm the same way. I need something playing that I can like stop focusing on my own brain.
I need complete darkness and silence. Like, I'm a fucking vampire. I need complete, like, stillness. And, like, I think it's because I'm such a light sleeper. Because if I hear any, like, creaks or something, like, I'm jackknife right up. And I'm like, what was that? Like, it's crazy. But, yeah, no, I can't have any background noise at all. I can't sleep then.
Well, do you have any comfort shows that you play, like, during the day if you don't know what to put on?
No, I read.
Minion.
Yeah, That's not her comfort show.
Hey, this is my rant. Fucking Netflix took off the Minions. And like, so Caleb goes through stages of different shows, you know, kind of like you guys do. Yeah. So he'll do Paw Patrol, or he'll do the movie Home, or he'll do what else was there that he really liked? Anyway, Minions is another one. Recently he's really wanting to watch Minions again. And so I go to like look for it, and it was not there on Netflix, and I'm pissed. So we found Minions and More. There's like season 1 and season 2. I don't know. It's like a mini version of Minions, and then like they have like other characters of other movies that come on, like some Rhino from Sing or whatever is on there. Yeah. So anyway, so I put that on, and so far it's like he's coping. He's dealing with it. It's like, all right, you know, I'm getting my Minion fixed. It's cool. But yeah, no, I was so mad. And he won't watch Despicable Me 1 or 2. No. It has to be.
No, just Minions.
No, just Minions. I don't care about anyone else.
What about the Raising of Gru?
Nope. No, it's just Minions. Listen, he's very like focused on the Minions. That's it. He wants yellow people.
Simpsons.
He just wants bald yellow people.
Simpsons. See if that helps.
Oh yeah, try the Simpsons. Maybe he won't know.
It's like the Minions grown up.
Yeah.
They're like,
try.
That's the same guys. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, I should try.
They had to get real jobs. They actually took over a town. This is actually just like years of minion breeding that led to like all these various yellow people in the entire town. Yeah, right?
That's right. That makes sense. That's evolution of the Minions is the Simpsons.
Yeah. That's what happens when you get stuck in a small town near a nuclear power plant. Like that's
right.
That's what
we're all related. It happens.
Oh, have you guys seen like any recent Judge Judy's? So I haven't watched them since like I was a kid or whatever, but she got old. Like, I mean, I expected that.
All getting old.
So did I. What's your point?
But like, I was like blown back because I just have her pictured as like when I was younger, right? So then when I finally seen her, like I didn't know she was still doing her thing, but she is. And I seen her and I was like, holy shit. Like,
well, wow, I don't think she's like a real judge anymore. Like it's strictly for television, and you sign forms saying that you do what she says. I think she was a real judge, but when she like a lot of the real they were real judges, and then when they go on the show, like eventually their license lapse. It's the same. Like Dr. Phil technically was a real doctor after like 1 season of his show. He's not a doctor no more, but he still has a show, Dr. Phil. You know?
Yeah, yes.
So.
Yeah. But yeah, no, that was a shock to my like childhood. I was like, oh my goodness, like it was bad.
You're like, oh god, I'm getting old too. Like, I
was like, shit. Like, if she looks like that, I'm not looking in a mirror. Like,
for me, it's TikTok showing me how many child stars I used to watch as a kid from the Disney Channel have a podcast. Like, and then I'm like, oh my god, they're all my age. Like the Lizzie McGuire podcast, the Even Stevens podcast, and I'm like, these child actors are now like a year older than me. I thought, you know, we had more of an age gap, but apparently not. And they all also have a podcast, and I'm just like, oh, like I remember, like they're forever 10 years old in my brain.
Yeah.
That was with me and Judge Judy. She was a certain age, and she just aged up, and I can't cope.
Well, especially with the Martha Stewarts out there.
Yeah,
that wasn't real. They Photoshop. That magazine is so known for Photoshop. I just
yeah, but she released their nude photos in an apron, like not via that.
You don't think Martha Stewart photoshops?
No, not her body. She's all natural. What? Martha Stewart committing fraud? That her.
I don't believe it.
But I do like that she did model, like, you know, you don't have to be 20 to be on the cover of a swimsuit magazine.
Yeah, so 20-year-olds can like still have to get like photoshopped. So can an 80-year-old. It's cool.
That's right, but like she still had all her
Choppy
freckles.
quality.
But it just looked, her body looked freakishly long in spots. Like maybe it was just bad angling, but like it looked like her foot looked like it went on forever. It was
maybe she just has Peggy Hill feet, okay? Maybe she just has big feet, okay?
Okay, maybe she's a giant. I'm
A
just
lot more
jealous.
to
My feet
love.
are like this.
I have giant feet. I'm 5'6". My feet are my feet are 9.5.
Is that normal?
Like, I don't know. My husband's
I'm an
5'8", and his are 9.5.
Well, maybe he has freakishly small feet. But Kyle's 5'5". He says he's 5'7", but we've all seen him, and his feet are 11. So, like,
that's not normal. My mom is 5'5". My mom is 5'5", and she has like size 6 feet.
I'm 5'5". I have size 8.
I'm not joking about
Right.
the size 6 feet. She can fit into a size 5 on a good day.
On a good day, I can fit
However,
children's shoes. Yeah.
Dave is 6'3". You want to take a guess of what size his foot is?
9.
Nope.
What is it?
14.
Okay. Well then,
Like, that's huge.
Ernest, 13 years old.
Yeah.
He's probably about 5'8" now. I think he's like Chris's height, maybe slightly over. He just upgraded to size 11s. So I think he's on point for Dave.
Maybe size doesn't matter.
So Nicholas, he is 16. He's 6'2". He's like just like right there near his dad, and he has his dad's feet already, and he's not done growing. He's got like size 13 feet or something like that. It's ridiculous.
It's a little clown shoes.
It's because we're feeding them too much. Like back in the day, we used to starve. Back in the day, that was the norm. You only ate 3 meals a day because that's all you could afford.
You know what? I think it's the steroids also in his meals, because all he does is eat like takeout. Like he has access to McDonald's a lot more than I did. Okay, that was lucky to get McDonald's.
McDonald's at home.
Yeah, exactly. Right? I have to go to doctor's appointments and like get needles in order to actually get real McDonald's. This kid can get it like every Tuesday, no problem. Like, I think that's what's doing it. It's the steroids. That's my theory.
The hormones in milk.
Yeah. Fuck that.
Yeah. My kids don't drink milk. But I remember as a kid drinking like a lot of milk. Like it was like a whole campaign. I kept trying to get my carton to moo. Was that what it was?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
We had powdered milk. I don't think it had the same hormones. You add the water. I don't think it.
Yeah, my dad's they bought powdered milk. So yeah, I know what you're talking about. I didn't really drink it though.
No, it's not the same. The tap water, baby Hamilton tap water. That's why I'm short. That's why I look. Oh, if you look at my face, I look like I'm sinking. I'm just like,
because you keep moving your camera. You're just shorter and shorter.
Now it's busted. It's trying to fall backwards. That's because I didn't drink enough milk.
I recently am doing a Glee rewatch. Glee. Have you ever
watched that once?
Okay. I didn't watch it in high school.
Once. No, I didn't. I was definitely in my late 20s when
Yeah.
I started watching it.
I didn't watch it till my mid-20s. It first came out. It actually is 14 years old today.
Yeah. So
Just
in my
you're aware. That's
20s.
a fun fact. Yeah. Yeah. So like I watched it. Yeah, so I've been like 17, something like that. But I'm watching it now, and like it couldn't be remade now.
No, it's so problematic. Like,
but like problematic in like a way. Like I remember not watching it, but also being part of the gay community. It was like the first like mainstream like gay as fuck character for young people on screen. And so I'm watching like Chris Colfer play this like gay character that was like an embodiment for like the LGBTQ community at the time. And it's so problematic. And I'm just like, we deserved better.
Yes.
Yeah. So and now I'm like, I don't even know. Like now we watched The Last of Us, which had like great gay representation that wasn't stereotypical prototypes.
No,
Yes.
they're both manly. That's I bet in quotations what you can't see because I don't have hands. But it was well done. I liked that scene. And like what's funny is like so many people are like, oh my God, it's gay sex. And I thought it was gonna be like Game of Thrones, nastiness kind of thing. And they were under the covers moving around a little bit. It was
peaceful.
nothing. It was nothing. And it was PG-13. And I was getting ready to like cover Danica's eyes because I didn't want her to see dick. And it was nothing. There was not even bum.
Yep. And Ellie's gay scene is just a kiss. So
Right. I don't know why people were like losing their minds. It was
the fact that they're still losing their minds after Brokeback Mountain. Brokeback Mountain came out and had like a gay scene with two straight actors. Problematic in and of itself, but you know, I digress. It's like that happened so many years ago and we're still arguing about it. Like if you don't want to watch it, don't watch it. But if you played the game, you knew this story.
Yeah.
You know? So I was more pissed off at gamers being upset about this scene because like it's not in the game, but the written
but it's heavily insinuated.
It's heavily insinuated in the he literally says that, oh, that's my partner when you see the hanging body. So it was like the fact that like you were like surprised that there's a gay person. I'm so sorry. Jesus, like, oh my God. It just makes me mad. Fucking homophobes.
It makes me people just need to complain about stuff. We complain about stuff all the time, but good stuff. We complain about the right stuff.
We're complaining about people complaining about bad stuff. Like that's what we're doing.
Yeah. I just, you know, like when it comes to like TV shows, like a lot of like, I mean, older shows are always problematic. But like it depends on like kind of how you take it. I watch like Gilmore Girls. I've talked about that before. And there's a lot of problematic shit in it. But I still love it.
Yeah.
Like,
me too. Yeah, I'll keep watching it. Oh, that's a comfort show that isn't in the rotation for comfort. It's in my yearly watch list. So like September is Gilmore Girls.
Fall to Christmas.
And then it's Supernatural. Those are like yearly. And then for my birthday, it's Harry Potter because it's his birthday. So it's my birthday. It's a birthday series. And then there's just a few like, and then, so I'll have my comfort TV and then I have my comfort movies. There's like every part of the year, like I have certain things I have to watch. Like
May the 4th is Star Wars.
That whole week. I missed it this year because I started a new job. And they have me working all the time. There's the Lord of the Rings and the Hobbit. That's like a springy kind of thing, like after Lord of the Rings, like next month, but I still like this month, I still probably won't watch it. Like it's because it reminds me of like harvesty food stuff. So like summer before Gilmore Girls is the Lord of the Rings and Hobbit. I watch the same stuff all the time. This just cause, and then it gets in rotation. If I like it, it gets in the rotation of all the other stuff.
Chris and I watch a lot of like yearly the Netflix shitty reality shows because they usually have like one a year, like a Love Is Blind, for example. You know, like that we watch every season, and we watch it and we know it's terrible. Like we watch it, and we're like, this is awful. This is terrible. And then I look and I see how much these people are charging for cameos after. Whenever they're on a Netflix reality show, they're always on Cameo.
Just let me on for a day. I don't even have to be liked. Like, that's it.
If you're hated, even better. People will spend more
I
for
know.
like you ranting on a cameo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We should get a cameo.
I don't think
Like,
people
not-
will get paid for it.
We'll just put up for $20. People will be like, "Oh, I'm poor. These people must be verified on something. I'll spend $20."
That's right. Say you were like a child actor in something that like an extra or something on like
In
Goosebumps.
Degrassi. If you're
Degrassi.
Canadian, you just say you were an extra in Degrassi.
That's right. I was an extra.
You
in
think any
Degrassi.
Americans are gonna fact check? Like,
Where's your IMDb?
you just okay. I'm adding my aunt right now, but that's what my aunt does. She lives in Florida, but she would always like anytime someone would be like, "Oh, you're from Canada," and she'd be like, "Yeah, I'm an extra in Degrassi." Like when I was a kid,
That's fantastic.
right?
Ah,
Like, what are they gonna do? Be like, no, like you can't like look up every extra in Degrassi. Degrassi's from like the 80s, 90s, 2000s, 2020s, even. I think
is there a new one?
Probably.
There's like next gen,
Generation.
new class. Yeah, new class was I think the most recent one, but yeah, and then the HBO one, but I think that one got canceled. So I don't know. There's lots of Degrassis. If you're Canadian, you can just say that.
Did you guys ever watch Wishbone?
Yes.
Oh my God,
Oh
the
my
dog.
God. That's how I learned
Yes.
history, or not history, classical literature.
Yes, yeah, I love it. That just Degrassi made me think of that because it was like or on the same time, like on the same channel. Like it was Degrassi or
Wishbone first.
Wishbone first, and then after that there was like Sabrina the Teenage Witch. I don't know, other ones, Blossom. Those must have been before though. I don't know. There was Boys Meets World. That's what I was thinking of. There was that
Yeah.
one.
I love Boy Meets World. We used to watch
Yeah.
the Family Channel. I don't know if you guys watch the Family Channel. It was a subsidiary in Canada off of Disney. So in the United States, they had like Disney Channel. Family Channel was the Disney version
Canadian
of
one.
it in Canada. Yeah. And so that's where they had like Boy Meets World would played on there. They had Lizzie McGuire. They had That's So Raven.
Like with Derek.
Oh yeah, Life with Derek was on there.
Oh, Zach and Cody. The Sweet Life of Zach and Cody.
I was
Sweet
too
Life of
old by the time that came on.
Sweet Life of Zach and Cody, by the way, the woman that played their mom, autistic.
Yay! Was the
Yeah.
character or just the actress?
No, the actress, not the
Oh, okay.
character. Yeah. She goes live on TikTok sometimes to talk about it. But yeah, so that was a fun fact for me. She looks the exact same. She didn't age at all. Still has like short, spiky hair.
That's because she was like 20 when they cast her as their mom. You know, like it's.
I know. I feel like Hollywood really skewed my age perception.
Yeah, now I have to go see her actual age because.
Well, it's like I was watching. Like I'm watching Glee, and the guy that played Finn and the guy that played the teacher are like only like 3 or 4 years apart. So like, you know, like in real life, but like you're like watching them, you're like, oh yeah, no, the guy does look seriously older.
She's 53. Good for her.
I know, she looks really good though, right?
Yeah.
I think she was like 30 when she got cast in that.
Yeah, well, okay, maybe that's a more age-appropriate mom, I guess. Oh, she was in Star Trek. That's right. She's in so much stuff. I'm like, wait, I've seen her.
Kept working.
Oh my gosh, she's in Supernatural?
Tiny's getting all excited
Oh
now.
my gosh, yeah, I've seen her in everything.
Okay, what's her name? Just so the listeners know who we're talking
Okay, yeah.
I forget personally.
Kim Rhodes.
Kim Rhodes.
Kim Rhodes. Yeah, so much stuff. I've seen her in this. I've seen her in this. I've seen her in this. Oh my gosh.
I like have to learn which celebrities are autistic. So every time I'm like talking to my in-laws or my parents about it, I'm like, no, so-and-so is autistic. And they're like, whoa, really? They don't look autistic to me. I'm like, that's the point. See?
Oh my God, I
See?
hate that. That drives me nuts.
Yeah.
they don't look autistic. Like, what does autism look like? Like, I want to know.
They go, oh, Sheldon. Like, you know what I mean? Or the good doctor that fucking drives me crazy.
Okay. Oh, yeah, the good doctor. Okay. We're going to talk about the good doctor in a minute, but the Sheldon character, the writer said, is explicitly not autistic.
He's just annoying on purpose?
Yeah. That's literally, like, their way they answer that question. So apparently, Sheldon is not autistic. That's just who he is. I think he's just... The writers don't want to acknowledge it. They hate that.
Yeah, no,
yes,
they literally they wrote him as an autistic person. Like, there is no way you can say he's not autistic.
Him after one of the guys that created it, I think, and that guy has not been diagnosed autistic, so I think he doesn't like to be associated with the autistic character. So I think that's one reason. Yeah. So I think that's one reason they keep saying Sheldon's not written autistic, but everyone knows that that's a lie.
But like the first episode, they like changed his character. Obviously, it was the pilot, but like they both go to their room to like yoink one out because they saw a penny. But then at the second episode, he's repulsed by all women. You know what I mean? Like that was like a big. Like we weren't supposed to notice, but we noticed.
Well, and like the good doctor. I mean, if someone's autistic symptoms were that severe, they would not be able to be a doctor working in like a hospital that way.
Yeah. Emergency? Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. You can't have fucking meltdowns. Like they can't fire you or not hire you because of your ability, but they can put you in a spot of the hospital, maybe in the diagnosis kind of area, but like not in the ER where it's like emergency care where you have fucking meltdowns all the time. Like you can't have meltdowns in emergency situations.
Yeah, but they like say shit like that. Like they can't hire you. Like they can't not hire you based on the disability, but that's only if you don't meet the job requirements. So like if the job is carrying stuff and you can't move your arms, you can be denied that work.
It is, yeah.
So if he's like literally melting down to the point that it's affecting like an entire hospital wing, it's infringing on patients' rights. At one point, he does go to someone's house. I mean, at least at one point I've seen, might be multiple points. I don't know. Shit like that. It's like there's a transgender episode where he's actually, which statistically is wrong. Like, a lot of transgender people happen to be autistic just because autistic people don't see the binary as rigid as typical people.
Because it's a social norm, and autism people don't.
But they have him yelling at a transgender person that they can't be a woman. They have a penis. That's a penis. That's a penis. That's literally what he keeps repeating. That's the word. And then at the end of the episode, he learns about transgender people. Like
he's a fucking doctor. Supposed to be amazing, know everything doctor. Yeah.
Like it's so we need to stop with like white men, white non-autistic men playing autistic people.
Yeah.
And more female autistics, more autistics of color, more autistic people playing autistic people. That'd be pretty cool.
Autistic people writing autistic people and knowing that they're autistic, and
and like being annoyed how people react, like behave, like that's not.
I saw an autistic actress on TikTok, and she said something that was like about the good doctor, but like about autistic people acting as autistic people in general. And she was saying, she's like, neurotypicals act like autistic people. Autistic people act like autistic people trying to be neurotypical. The missing component is like, we don't want to be perceived differently. We're doing our best.
We just want to be like everybody else.
Right? But like people are like, oh, I'm going to act autistic. And they just try to act like them. It's like, no autistic person is just choosing to act autistic. That's not how this works.
Yeah. And I love how
like you.
That's like for the longest time, that's what like quirky people were. Like that was like, oh, they're just quirky. Like
The manic pixie dream girl.
Yeah, no, those are just autism, man. There's nothing you can do about it. Like the new girl, she's not awkward. Yep. She has autism. Like this.
They're like, wow, you're so unique. It's like, no, I'm just saying everything I think of.
No filter.
No filter. I'm trying to filter. I'm working on it.
It's not a skill I learned yet. It takes a long time. You learned it when you were like 12.
It's like I don't say anything because I'm too busy trying to filter that the conversation has already passed by the time it's
I always like blurt out.
And then they're just like, why aren't you talking? It's like, I was trying to. I just don't want to say anything stupid, okay, guys?
I just say stupid stuff. It's fine. Like, you don't have to worry
about
it.
Now I don't care. Yeah.
Yeah. Now I'm just obnoxious. So like, well, it's not obnoxious, but I tell people, I'm like, just so you know, I'm obnoxious. Like that's it. That's who I am. Sucks to be you.
You weren't this obnoxious when I first met you, though.
I was shy. I was feeling the room. That's it.
I was in your house.
That doesn't matter.
I was feeling my room.
That's right. It does sometimes takes me. But like other times if like vibe well, I'm like, I don't shut the fuck up. So that's
like now.
Like now, yeah.
I love you.
Yeah, no. Before we used to have like a group of friends, and then like I thought I was their friend, and they would like complain that I talk too much. And Don Marie's like, Sonia, you gotta shut up. Like they had like a separate thing to like complain. Just because that's how I do. I like dump, right? Like I'm just like because I'm excited, and that's how I like show people I care. And Don Marie's like, you gotta shut up. Like you're talking too much.
I do the same thing, and like I used to get the talks too much on my report card every year. Talks too much. Like great student, great everything. Talks too much though. There's like something there. It's like no one wants to talk to her. She has no friends, but talks too much. Like
yeah, I never had that in school. I didn't have friends in class. But like Don Marie, I would talk to you all the time.
Yeah. So I got it all.
I just make acquaintances with it everywhere I go, and that started at a young age. So even if like I had no friends in class, I didn't care. If you gave me a window, I was gonna talk to you. You just open the door just a little crack. I'm pushing myself in. Like it's you like this thing too. Well, don't you worry. I know a little bit about it. I can talk about.
That's right. I know everything.
I know that's one reason I try to like branch out into like every like genre of something is because like what if I meet someone and I have nothing to talk about? That's my biggest fear.
That sounds so stressful though as a kid. That's like a lot of anxiety. I just didn't talk to me. I took naps all day. That's how I went through my awkward teenage years until I got pregnant. So how does that happen? Like I went from like not I know how it happens, but I went from like not wanting to be around anybody ever and napping all the time to just pregnant. Like it just like
I'm sure there was a few more steps, but it's okay.
I know, but it was like
remember.
It was like a 4-month phase kind of thing. I don't know. It would just like it happened too quickly. I feel like it happened too quick. There wasn't a big enough transition. I didn't know. There wasn't a big enough transition. It's too quick.
I agree with that. It was kind of same for me. So it just like happened too fast, happened too quick. I don't know. I just dealt with it. I don't know. I don't know if it's just like a woman thing, but it's just like you're given shit and then you just deal with it, right? And then men take shit and then they have to like bitch, whine, moan, do nothing, and then wait for a woman to take care of it. Like, is it just like, I feel like my whole life it's been like, I handle like shit's given to me and I just do it. It's like, oh, I can't afford something or I can't do something or I'll figure it out.
Just figure it out.
You just figure it out, right? And then men get it and they don't figure it out. They need someone to tell them how to figure it out. Like, am I crazy here?
Their brains don't work that way. I think
their brains don't figure shit out. They're the president, for fuck's sake.
That's because they're good at like smoozing. So like,
they just make you think.
That's right. They figured it out. They're so confident in their.
But they always have had a woman help them. That's the thing, right? Because
computers were developed by women. Like, people forget, like fucking Jack Black's mom is the one that brought like Apollo 13 home, for fuck's sake. She, like,
well,
shit like that. Yeah, while in like, see, like, women just do it. We're like, oh, like, I should, like, if a man was in labor and his job was like, hey, we have this issue, they'd be like, sorry guys, medical emergency. But if a woman does it, she's just like, okay, I'll figure it out.
I don't know, like, if you're doing this, like,
oh my god.
I would love to not care. Like, that's the problem though, is that like I just care too much. I wish I could just be like, okay, this stuff is doing this way, I should just leave it. But then I'm like, no, you're doing it wrong. I need to step in. But I need to like not care. That's what it is. I need to care less, I think.
Have you guys watched Working Moms?
Yes.
I watched the first couple episodes. I'm like, as soon as it's done, I can watch it all.
Watch the first.
I think they're still like making seasons. Yeah. I'm one season behind, but it is a Canadian show.
It is
filmed in Toronto, written by Canadians and stuff like that. And it is one of my favorite shows showing like, women. It's hilarious, but it's also like true. Like that shit, like, happens, or women feel that way, or women are doing all that shit. And it's just like, it's, I mean, we've talked about women's rage on here, but I think it's like a great example of like a women-led show showing actual like women problems that don't involve a man.
Yeah.
The Bechdel test? Bechdel test? Have you guys heard of that?
No.
Oh, it's the test between like during a movie usually, but I'm gonna bring it to TV shows here, to whether or not two women throughout ever have a conversation not about a man. So if you pass if that happens one time. You would be surprised at how many movies and shit fail.
We talk about men all the time. We fail every episode. Like,
yeah, but we're not just talking about men. Like I mean, we're talking about women right now.
Yeah. Now,
but yeah,
we're always men.
The fact that like that's still an issue today, like I think there's like Marvel movies that don't even pass the Bechdel test. So it's like, like it's still an issue today that we have to work on. So I love women-led shows because it makes it like they have conversations about men, but not every conversation is. Like, for example, the lead actress once masturbates to a purse because it was a really expensive purse. Like, she was really happy to have it.
So that's how people like kinks though, and like you get really nice luxurious things, it turns you on. I've never been that excited over an object, but it could happen, I'm sure.
It could happen. It is.
It's a real thing.
Or Good Moms? Wait, no, what was the one with the robbers, the female robbers?
Good Wives?
Oh, Good Girls.
Good Girls.
Good Girls, that's the one. Yeah, Good Girls was good too, and I hate that it was canceled.
I didn't watch it yet. It's on my to-watch list.
Well, now you can watch it because there's going to be no new seasons.
There we go. But I still have to wait. I have a long list. The newest season of The Witcher. Haven't watched that yet.
Does not have a new actor though.
They haven't done it yet. It's still that guy.
Oh.
I
thought the new season was a different guy, but yeah.
Oh no.
Okay, good.
And then there's. I have too many shows I need to watch, but I keep watching my old ones.
I know you keep fitting time for your old. That's what I do. It's like I'm always like I want to start a new show, but am I mentally ready?
Right? That's it. I'm like, I'm not ready for this yet. I don't.
Like I haven't taken so much new information. I'm not ready.
Yeah, no, I'm not ready to like begin this relationship with these new characters. Like I can't. I'm going to go back to where I know what's happening.
That's the autism, damn it.
I need to know. It's also anxiety too. If you have anxiety, it's really hard for you to do new things. Not because of your anxiety, but because you have so much chaos going on already. Your brain's like, we can't do this right now. Like, just let's put it on the back burner. It's we don't wanna. We don't, even if it's like,
it with books. Like
show still.
No, I do that with books. Like I read certain authors. I don't want to take a chance on a new author doing a new series. Like I'll read the same author doing a whole bunch of different series because I know they're writing. But when it's a different author, I'm too scared. I'm just like, no.
That's fair. No, is there like an author that you would love maybe a book series to be like a TV series to be adapted from their books?
Yes. R.L. Stein. There's so
he
many
has multiple series adapted from his book.
R.A. Salvatore, the Legend of Drizzt series. That's like been my comfort book for 30 years. It's been a long time since I was ever able to read chapter books. That was one of my favorites. So that's what I would love it. And there's so many books. You can have like 100 seasons. Like, you never run out of content.
I think I'm too scared to have books turn into TV shows or movies because like they flop a lot. Like, okay, so there's this book turned into a movie now, which I've never read the book because I don't like the author. We all know who it is, Colleen Hoover. Anyway, she now has the movie It Ends With Us. They're actually filming it with Blake Lively. And apparently the wardrobes are horrible and everything's horrible. And I'm like, I wouldn't want to watch it anyway. Just saying, it doesn't seem like something I would want to watch. So, just nope. Not for me.
I like the Tommyknockers. So, like, that's a Stephen King book that I also read very young. And then I really liked it as a movie. Like, I think it was...
Have you seen the Stephen King show Kingdom Hospital?
No.
Oh my God, you would love it. Okay. This is like, I used to have it burnt on a bunch of DVDs and I keep telling people to watch it, but you can't watch it anywhere. I have no idea. I can only find the first episode bad quality on YouTube. Okay. But it's out there. It's not a very long series. I think it's one of his mini series. Rose Red was another one of them, but Kingdom Hospital is about a hospital that was built on a factory that burnt down that had like child workers. So it's like a haunted hospital. Okay. And so so there's this artist and he does paintings, but he goes for jogs because he's a healthy artist until he gets hit by a car. Okay, so he gets hit by a car. You know, where have we heard that before? Multiple Stephen King books, but he gets hit by a car. Yeah, and he ends up in a coma and he ends up in this hospital. But while he's in a coma, his like spirit can walk around the hospital with this little dead child spirit. And the dead child can see God. It's not really, it's Anubis, the god of judgment. But she heard Anubis. So she imagines God as a anteater. And she keeps calling him Anubis. So it's this giant anteater that walks around the hospital, and he's like God, okay? And he follows this child around. I think a few episodes he turns into a spirit to like talk to this old lady psychic that comes to the hospital because she feels something's about to happen. And then on top of that, there's like a doctor that gets sued because he operated on the wrong hemisphere of the brain. But there's like a lot of drama. It's like a doctor drama with like ghost hospital and an anteater.
Have you read the book?
I don't know if it's based on book. I've never seen a Kingdom Hospital book by Stephen King. But he wrote the scrazing. I know that.
Okay. So it's not off of one of his books. Oh.
Yeah, I don't know, but he had the idea, and it's amazing. And it's anytime someone talks about Stephen King movie or TV show adaptations, Kingdom Hospital, I'm always like, that's my favorite. It's so good.
I have to watch it. I'll find it. I'll watch it.
Antibus. Yeah, if you put it on Plex or something, let me know so I can rewatch it. Because I haven't watched it in a while. I don't have a DVD player, guys.
Who does? My God.
David just bought one. Like, so he can watch. Yes, so he can watch his Home Improvement, MASH, and House.
I like House.
Streaming services.
House is on Crave. Yeah, they are.
He still watches that like on there, but like he has on DVD, Home Improvement and MASH. Like he actually has like the box sets.
I have DVDs, but I have no way to watch them. Like, but I can't get rid of them because I love them. I have like the Legend of Zelda cartoon. I have the Marios. I have My Pet Monster, and I have Juno the movie. But like, I don't have anything to watch them on. I have Killer Clowns from Outer Space, but like, I can watch that anywhere. But I just, I don't know what to do with them. Like, I guess I could donate them or something, but I feel like I don't want to because they're mine. Like
I keep them. Yeah, I have a box of them in my basement.
Keep them
and
forever.
David won't get rid of them.
Keep them forever. They're mine.
Okay.
Greedy.
Do we have any other TV shows?
I'm so many. I feel like I could talk about TV forever because I watch too much TV.
Maybe
not
this
cop
is
shows.
Part 1. Part 1. We'll do part 2 eventually. We'll forget about it right now, but we'll remember that we said we'd do a part 2 about TV shows another time.
I'll be like listening to this episode again because I always go through our episodes sometimes, and I'll go through it and I'll be like, "Hey, we didn't talk about this like we said we would." Yeah, I'll remind us one day.
One day. Well, I do once again want to thank our VIP Patreon, Stephanie Hurst, still hanging in there. We're proud of you. If you want to be a VIP Patreon, check out our Patreon link. You can be a VIP and get a shout out here at the highest tier, or access any of our bonus material even at the lowest tier.
We do React series, and we do our pre-drink drinking games.
And we do books and booze.
That's not on Patreon.
Oh, that's
right. We do our books and booze series available on all streaming platforms on Thursdays, though.
Yes. Everything unedited, always on YouTube.
Share YouTube. We're so close to 100. Share it. Make your mama join. I don't care.
Yeah, make an account for your mom.
Yeah,
and only have us on there. So, and then make it her home screen, like her home. What is it when you have like your home,
like your desktop
browser thing? Yeah, like when you open your browser, it's the first thing that opens up. Yeah, so make it to the home page and have it shuffle automatically, repeat, and then that'd be great.
Yeah, we'd appreciate it. She gets
so much work for your mom.
Yeah, show us how dedicated you are as a fan, please.
Yeah, get your mom in on it.
Get your mom.
Just get her.
Okay. We'll end on your mother. Have a good night.
Good night.
Good night.